We're going to start making our Cracker Barrel ham and cheese casserole. This is a type of breakfast casserole that's known as a strata. And for stratas, what we usually do is we combine bread, scrambled eggs, we stuff them with a few ingredients. We do this the night before, and then we put it in the refrigerator. Let it sit overnight. In the morning, we go ahead and make it. So what I've kind of already done here is I've cut away the crust of the bread, and I fit the bread to my casserole dish. This is like an antique butter dish. And I'm going to discard the crust. The next thing I'm going to do is very easy. I'm going to just crack my eggs. I'm going to take about 4 eggs here. So I'm using large eggs. If you're using smaller eggs, I would go ahead and use 5 or measure them out to be a cup. I'm just trying to check these eggs and make sure there's no spots or anything. This is my second egg. This is my third and fourth. If you didn't, my recipe calls for ham, but if you had some leftover sausage or even, some other meat that you had in your refrigerator, like say you had some extra steak or anything, you could probably go ahead and substitute that. If you had a little extra bacon, you could swap that, but their recipe really requires ham. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to salt and pepper this just a little bit. My salt and my pepper. Now I'm going to add in my evaporated milk. If you don't have any evaporated milk and you have some heavy cream, that'll work as well. And I am going to just whisk this together really nicely. That's all we need to do right here. So I'm going to pour these eggs into my container right here. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to take my ham and sprinkle that over the top. I'm going to go ahead and add my cheese. And I am going to cover this and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator for at least 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. You want the eggs really nice to soak through the bread. So I'm just going to put a lid on it, and then we're going to bake it, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're baked. So again, we're going to just put this in the refrigerator for at least 5 hours. It's a really good idea to make this over the night before, and in the morning, and you don't feel like cooking elaborate stuff, you just pop this in the oven and you have breakfast for 2. This has been just a moment for you, but it has been hours of anticipation for me. I have been waiting for breakfast for a while now. As you can see, I have this very delicious looking casserole. I'm going to try to show you this up close so you can see how wonderful this is. Oops. You can see how wonderful this is. We've got our cheese on top, we have our ham, and we have our eggs. So you can make breakfast the night before and serve it the next morning with this Cracker Barrel ham and cheese casserole. Now it's time for me to dig in.